Hey guys, welcome to the show. I hope everyone's doing well and happy and healthy. And there's that audio problem again. I think it's because it's streaming. I think that's what the problem is. Let's see if I can fix that. Let's see if I can fix that. I'm gonna try something again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3. I think this is the best I can do. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for that. Got to try to figure out what's going on. Let's just get started with the show. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Let's turn down the volume on that. Here's a drink. Have a drink. We're drinking. What are we drinking today? We're drinking Calypso Red Rum. I told my mom to get me something. I was actually looking for a cooler, right? I wanted one drink, 1 or 2 drinks, Mike's Hard Lemonade, a Smirnoff Ice, something like that, right? You guys have seen those before. You know what I'm talking about. And I've got the pizza. Where did I order from? Pizza Hut? Cheat day. Pepperoni pizza. Welcome to Saturday night. I hope everyone is doing really fine out there. And I want to welcome everyone to the show and thank you. And thank you for joining, for watching. Whether you're watching now or whether you're watching later, I see you guys watching after the fact. Please comment. So please comment. Make a comment. Tell me what you want to watch, what you want to hear. When do you want me to do a live stream? Put your time zone and day that you want a live stream, and I'll see what I can do. I hope that everyone's having a great day. Let's talk about what's been going on. All right. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for joining, liking, sharing, commenting. Please comment. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what I can do for you. I want to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel. The community out there, you guys are the best. I have a plan. So there's 2 charities that I'm going to be pushing coming soon. So January, February is going to be the roof of the school in Chilao. You guys saw the video. We're going to go back there and fix their roof. That's going to be quite a bit. Myself, I'm going to donate $500. I'm going to match dollar for dollar up to $500, anything you guys donate. I'm already matching $100 to Terry. He donated $100 US, and I'm going to match that. So we're up to $200 plus my $500, $700. Anyone who donates any more money up to $500 are going to match. So that will bring us up to, so right now we're at $700. If you guys donate another 400, that means I will put in another 400. So that'll add 8 to the 7. That'll put us $1,600. And then I know my brother is going to donate at least $400 or $500. And my parents will put in a couple $100. That'll put us over our $2,000 goal. The goal is $2,000 US. And that will bring us enough money to fix that roof. So I really hope you guys can support that. Go onto my page and click on Buy Me a Coconut. Or if you want to transfer directly to my bank account, let me know. Send me a message and we'll do that. Now, the Trincomalee trip is finished. Wow, what a great trip that was. So much fun. The videos are out. Yesterday's video was actually one of the most amazing things I have ever seen in my life. Now, I've been to Black Creek Pioneer Village, which is showing how people in the past lived. But I've never visited a native person in America or in Canada. Because I lived too far south. I lived in Toronto. My brother could have easily done it because he lives in BC. But I never had that chance. So when we went to see the Vedda tribe in Sri Lanka, who are the original indigenous people of Sri Lanka, that was an incredible trip. I know the village was, a money-making endeavor, but we got a VIP tour. And we actually got to meet the chief's son, the first son, the one who's going to be chief when the chief passes on. And it was an interesting visit. It was very honorable. We spent money to support them. So it was nice. It was a nice trip. Going to Trincomalee, oh my gosh. The beach was amazing. It was amazing. So I got a bunch more up. I did a couple videos today on, what did I do today? On buying a car in Sri Lanka. And the other one was, oh geez, I do so many. I don't even remember what I did. But anyway, those videos are coming. Oh, wait, I got them right here. Why aren't they showing up? Oh, because I didn't refresh. So I got 2 more Trincomalee videos coming up this week. And then next week, I'm going to show you my workout, my new workout, and buying a car. And another video I'm going to do, it's going to go up to, I'm going to post it tomorrow, but it's going to go up next week, is how you can start a YouTube channel, why you should start a YouTube channel, and the mistakes I made starting a YouTube channel. So check that out. Hopefully you guys will like that. I want to say thank you again to everyone who is joining the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Sri Lankan Sammy. I'm a retired Canadian citizen, Sri Lankan citizen living in Sri Lanka. I spent the last 14 years in South Korea working as a teacher and running a nightclub, and one of the biggest clubs in Korea. And I spent the last 6 months of this year in Philippines, living in the Philippines, checking that out. And next year I'm going to do a couple months in Thailand. So I'm nomadic. I live at home with my parents, helping, taking care of them. They're seniors. I'm 55. I'm single, no kids, no family, nothing. So I'm just living life. and I hope you guys can follow along and join me on this adventure. So I want to thank everyone who subscribed this week. We had about another 20 or 30 subscribers. But like I say every week, if you don't have a public profile, I can't see you on my subscription list. Only 2 people are public, and they joined last week, and that is Darren Crick. Oh, Darren, yeah, you did email me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about what Darren said. And AstroQuest. AstroQuest has got a huge following, and I also subscribe to his channel because he's got a good channel. Drink up. Saturday night, yeah. I was supposed to go out tonight, but Desmond had to do a church thing tonight and tomorrow. They're having a feast in celebration. So my mom gave him the night off. Otherwise, I was going to go out tonight and hang out with some friends and have dinner and drinks, but do it next weekend or the weekend after. The weather's been crappy too. It's been cold and rainy. So I do want to be a double, triple, quadruple love to the supporters of the channel. You guys are really driving me to keep going. I'm kind of thinking, oh, I'll cut back to like 1 or 2 videos a week. I'll cut out the live streams. I'll cut out doing all the shorts and everything that I'm doing. Nah, you know what? And it's you guys. When you tell me how much fun you're having watching, how much you enjoy it, I'm like, thank you. I want to say thanks to Sarat James, who bought me a coffee. Thank you, brother. Double, triple, quadruple love for you. Bought me a coconut. He's a bronze level member, every month supporting me. Love it. Big, huge shout out to Terry EBP from Texas. Brother, you are, blessings to you, whatever, religion you are, whatever belief system you are, whatever. From my heart to you, brother, and you and your family. $100 US going to the Chilao school, rural school, to help fix their roof. Matching that, I'm matching $100. And now, because you did that before the end of September, I made a promise that if I could get $100 from the subscribers in total, I would raise my matching up to $500. So I want $400 more from you guys. If we can reach that goal by the end of October, I will raise my match to $1,000. You heard that right here, right now. If we can raise $400 in the next month, let's make it 2 months. By the end of November, if we can raise $400 by the end of November for the school, for the roof, to repair the roof of the school, I will match up to $1,000. I won't stop at 500, because when we reach if we do 400, then we'll have $500, which I will have to match $500, and that means I will now continue matching up to $1,000. Right? So, Terry, you are a blessing. I love it. We got to have you on the channel one day and learn more about you and talk about you and what's going on in your life. I truly appreciate it. Let's look at some of the comments we had on the show, on the videos this week. Terry commenting every week. Mr. Easter 77 is liked one of my older videos from last year, talking about the Camelot Beach Hotel. He's coming here in November. Hopefully, brother, if you are watching, connect up with me and we'll hang out and we'll have a drink together, okay? When you're at the Nagumbo Beach Hotel. Who else is here? Wanted to find one comment. Let's see here. Alex, I want to thank Alex for I haven't seen Alex in a little while. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. Alex from London, great supporter of the channel. Thank you again for everything that you're doing. Haven't seen you in a while, but hopefully you're doing well. I had one person, user KZ6MK5BK1B, commented on 2 videos that I did because of the music. And these were older videos that I did before I learned how to use Veed.io, which is the online editing tool that I use. And the music was just playing in the background through the speakers, and it wasn't synced properly and didn't sound right and drowned out and blah, blah, blah. So now I use Veed.io, which is a web tool. And all of my videos recently are now much better. So I apologize for that, and hopefully you can continue watching the videos moving forward. A lot of people commenting on the Veda video, the Veda tribe video, the indigenous people, ET5222, another great supporter of the channel, and Terry. You guys, thank you so much for watching and liking those videos. The more you click on it, the more you like, the more you comment, gets the video out to other people who are like-minded. What else is going on? So work is gonna start killing me starting next week. I mean, I had 3 working days 2 weeks ago, 3 working days this week because of the holiday in Korea. Monday's a holiday, so I'll have 4-day work week next week. And then I'm getting back into 5-day work weeks and like 55 hours. $60 hours a week for the next 3 months till December. But the money. I'm a freelancer. I do it for the money. That's the number one reason. I mean, the contract that I just got just reduced my retirement date by a month. That's how much money I'm making. I can take a month off my retirement date. Now, if I get the contract renewed 2 more times in next year, which I'm being told it will be, it's probably going to be renewed 3 times because I'll have 3 sessions: spring, summer, and fall. 3, maybe 4 times. If I do that, each time I do a session, I take 1 month off my retirement. It's that lucrative that it's giving me so much that I can earn so much interest and cut off a month off of my retirement date. So I could probably retire August, September of next year. But I'll continue working right through till November. And then December, I'll take off to Philippines. I'm going to take off to Philippines in 2024 for December, January, and February. I'll stay 3 months. Yeah, December, January, February, I'll stay in Bohol with King Rix. You guys remember him from my previous Philippines adventure, my 5 months in Philippines in Subic Bay. So I'll spend 3 months in the Philippines, and those 3 months I won't be working that much. I'll reduce the number of work hours, so I'll have more time to travel. I'll have more time to get around. So Bohol, Cebu, I'll definitely try Palawan. It's a little bit further from Bohol because Bohol is south. definitely try to get to Manila. Um, you have to do Manila. I mean, Manila's not all that fun, but definitely want to get there. So the plan, I think I talked about this last time. The plan is I'm going to work for the next 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Sorry, all of November, half of December, half of October. So the next 8 weeks, 9 weeks until Christmas. And then Christmas, I'm going to take 2 weeks off. Most of the 2 weeks, I'm going to take most of it off. A lot of my corporate clients reduce the classes, and my kid classes, I'll take a couple days off because it is my birthday on Christmas Day. The big 55. Hope you guys can be there to join me for that. Then January 17, my brother shows up. So I'm going to take a couple days off for that. He's going to be here. We're going to hang out. Then he's going to head up north to Trincomalee or Jaffna or down south. We're not sure yet. We haven't decided. So if he goes up north, I probably won't join him. But if he goes down south, I definitely will join him for a couple of days and get a hotel where he's staying, near where he's staying, and just hang out with him for a couple of days. So when he's here, he'll be here for a month. No, he'll be here for 2 weeks, 17th till longer than 2 weeks. So he arrives on the 17th and leaves on the 9th. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. 17th. January 17th. 1, 2, 3. What? 1, 2, 3. 3.5 weeks. So almost 4 weeks. So 3.5 weeks he'll be here. Of that time, 2 weeks he's probably going to be away on the beach. And I'm just going to, see what I can do to hang out with him. I haven't seen him since February of last year, when I met the family in Cebu when I was living in Philippines at the first week of February. So it'll be a year, almost a year, just over a year. So don't know when I'll see him again, right? He doesn't travel as much. It was just lucky that we got the traveling taken care of. Then when he leaves on the 9th, 10 days later, I leave for Thailand. I have a female friend joining me for a week, the first week. You guys are going to love her. She's a fitness model. So, that's not going to be too bad. So, we're gonna have fun, and I'm gonna meet up with some friends in in Thailand that I have there. You guys know one of them is Alex Bam Bam. Please join his channel, Alex Bam Bam, on YouTube. Great YouTuber. He's retired ex-US military. He's got a great girlfriend in Pattaya, Thailand. He's a nice guy. I've been following him for years. And you guys who've been on the channel know that, I know him through friends in Korea. My friends in Korea are his friends, who they used to be in the military together in the Philippines. And so, it's such a small world that we all know each other. And last time I was in Thailand last year, I bumped into him. We were scheduled to meet, but then he got sick. But then on the last minute, I just happened to be walking through a mall and I heard his voice, and there he is. It was so funny. Anyway, so that will happen in February. I'll be back in Sri Lanka in March. and then I'll work the rest of the year hard. I'm not going to take any time off other than Korean holidays. And summertime we'll travel up country because it just gets so hot here. And I'm going to stay in Ella. I'm going to see about staying in Ella for about a month. Whether mom and dad come, I don't know. But I'm going to stay in Ella or Neuralia for a month. Probably both. I'll probably move between the two. Or even Candy. I just need to find a place that is cheap, is quiet, and has good internet. So I'm going to do that for a month. And then depending on the workload and etc., depending on when I'm going to retire, August, September, October, November, what have you, start making plans for the Philippines and then head over to the Philippines for 3 months. And then that will take us into 2026. I'm already thinking like 2024. Sorry, that's 2024. So 2024, I will be retiring. And 2025, I will start in the Philippines. And 2025, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a few months in the Philippines, a few months in Thailand, and most of my time in Sri Lanka. So I'm going to be traveling twice a year. I'll continue to work right up until about 2026, but part-time. Not like the hours I'm doing now. Like, even before I was doing 30 or 40 hours a week. If I could get 40 hours a week, I was generally doing 30 hours a week. Freelancing, I'm going to bring it down to like 10. Like it'll just pay for my, food and internet and stuff like that. I mean, if I make $500 a month, I'll be happy. I'll be happy making $500 a month because that's what my food expenses will be. So just live off, like I said, the plan, you guys watch some of my other videos about my retirement plan. And I'm going to do another retirement video coming out soon as well about my dream retirement. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some kind of philanthropy work in education with kids and animals. I'm going to do something along those lines. Oh, also, when I go to Thailand, I'm going to donate $100 to a local dog shelter over there, and I'm going to help this local dog shelter that I've seen before, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to donate $100 cash, and I'm going to bring over a whole bunch of food and everything like that. So, if you guys want to support that, anyways, let's have some fun. Let's have a drink. Let's have a drink. Why don't we? Let's have a little drinky poo. As Austin Powers says, a little drinky poo. Oh, it's all finished. And that's what I told Mom. I told Mom, if you can't find what I'm looking for, right? Because it doesn't exist here in Sri Lanka. I told her, then just get me a small bottle. Because if I have a big bottle, like a full 750 milliliter, I'll be tempted to drink it. Because it'll be there. Now, I could take it and put it away. But, who does that? So I said, just give me a small bottle. All I want is a couple of shots, a couple of drinks for the night, for the weekend. And that's what we got here. Oh, that's so nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Anyway. I was just watching earlier today. I miss Korea so much. And I just wanted to show you guys my Facebook memories. And so this was like 2 years ago. This is right near my house. So I live like in one of these apartments, like not here. You can't see it. It's a villa. So it's like a house. Right? You can't see it. It's behind here. But this is the Chosun Palace. The Chosun Palace right here is a office building, apartment, hotel. And at the top is a buffet. and I had a membership there. This is a very exclusive, high-end, five-star hotel. So the buffet on the rooftop restaurant, or 24th floor or whatever, is for members only. And this is the view from up there. And my good friend got me this membership as a Christmas gift. So I used to go there all the time. The membership was a couple $1,000s a month. Couple thousand, at least. I don't know. I know that that's what he pays. Maybe he got my membership at a discount. I'm not sure, but he was a very generous person. So that's what I did 2 years ago today. On this day 2 years ago. And then, missing the pool parties. Pool parties. Korea. Cheers. Yeah, that was definitely one of the pool parties that I hosted at Elui, which is another upscale hotel. Those were the days, let me tell you something. This was the view from my apartment. I love this apartment. So this is Namsan. So this is the tower. And you can't see it here. All right. So behind me is Namsan Tower. Kind of looks like Osaka Tower or CN Tower, and it's on top of, I'm at the top of a hill, and I'm looking down into the city. The river is right here. This is Yongsan Army Base. This is Building 63, which is on Yoido Island, and this is Yongsan. The river is right behind these buildings, tall buildings here. So you're looking down. There's nothing behind me except a mountain. There's no more houses behind me. So this is my huge patio, and this was my 3-bedroom apartment that I had. For a short time, King Rick's was my roommate, and this was my bedroom. 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Beautiful house. I loved it. Loved it. And I used to have cats. It was one of the set of cats I had. I had 2. And goodbye summer. Goodbye summer in Korea. Hello fall. And just my club days. Oh yeah, I was driving to work one day and there was a huge oil fire. I drove right past the thing. And then this is just my life at the club when I was running the club. These are some of my VIP guests. It's so sad. This is my friend. She passed away. She's only like 26 years old. Such a sweetheart. Spinal meningitis. She wasn't feeling well, and she attributed it to her anemia because she had anemia or some kind of blood disorder, and she wasn't feeling well. And then finally one day she collapsed and they took her to the hospital, and it was spinal meningitis. She passed away like 2 weeks later. And just the fun nights that I had with my guests at my club. Oh, this one here. I miss. I don't know if you guys know them or heard of this, but it's K-pop. It's like Britney Spears stuff. But I don't know why it's going so slow. Oh, I I downloaded and started playing Cyberpunk 2077, the new DLC. It's really good. And now I'm downloading a game called Scum. It looks pretty good. It's kind of like a mix between open world and Mad Max. Why is this taking so long? It's never like this. Don't want to get a YouTube strike. The other one I wanted to show you guys, I watched this movie today, The Machine. And I know you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie or heard about it, but this is the original, comedy sketch was from 2016. And I remember seeing this. And then when I heard that they had a movie, you gotta watch the original story, and then the Machine trailer. The Machine trailer is hilarious. I just watched it. It's funny. You guys have to watch this. But before you watch it, you have to watch the original story. You got to watch the original story. Absolutely. I almost peed myself. I was laughing so much. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the best movie ever, but if you have, you know, an hour or what have you to kill, download it and watch it. I mean, it's so silly. And Mark Hamill, I mean, he's great. He's great in the movie. So, anyway, what else is going on? Yeah, not much. I mean, tomorrow is Sunday. I'm really getting into the exercise thing. So, today I cheated. I had a drink, I had soda, I had pizza. I had eggs and sausage this morning. But tomorrow, no. I'll be back to, I'm going to do my exercises. I'm going to get on that. I feel really good. But I am going to play video games. I got a short day tomorrow, not a lot of work. And even Monday, I got a short day. I don't got a lot of work. Even though it's a holiday, I got to work a little bit. It's a holiday in Korea. Um, I just want to say thank you to everybody, who is watching, liking, sharing, commenting, who joins. I mean, I really appreciate you guys who are joining and watching. I mean, I'm doing this for you guys, right? So, um, what else? What else can we talk about? Hmm. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a big video on online shopping. Yeah, what am I going to do? So I got. Oh, why I'm never, ever, ever going back to Canada. Some of my costs, like the cost of living here, specifically talking about telecom and internet. How I got my Sri Lankan citizenship. A lot of people ask about that. And also, maybe I'll do a video on visas. There is a new visa for retirement. You can actually get a Sri Lankan citizenship. Those of you from countries who are allowed to have dual citizenship, maybe you might want to look at that instead of just a visa. How I do online shopping. I want to talk about the head bob, the Asian head bob, and how that works out. Talking about monthly bills, my medical costs. I'm going through a whole bunch of medical procedures, like just general health and the the prescriptions that I go through. So I'm going to break that down. I'm going to do a very interesting one. This one is going to be heavily edited because I'm going to do third person cameras. So you've seen those videos where the guy wakes up, right? But he didn't really wake up. He set up the camera, turned it on, laid down, pretended to be sleeping, and then woke up, and he edited it. I'm going to do one of these heavily edited videos which shows me what I do every single day. So I'm going to do a day in my life. That's going to be a very interesting one. It's going to take me a little while to film and edit. My dream retirement. What I dream. Everybody has that picture on the edge of their desk with the car, the house, whatever, to set the goal. I have it. I have that goal. I've been working on that goal for the last 2 years. I got one more year left. And my dream retirement, what does it look like? What do I envision? So those are some of the things that I got to do over the next little while. Oh yeah, I did find a meat supplier. Finding a butcher that can butcher. Well, first of all, the stores don't have steak and pork chops. It doesn't exist in my area. I live 20-30 minutes out north of Colombo, and in my area it doesn't exist. Chicken, yes. You can sometimes get pork chops, sometimes, but it's rare. And the beef, forget about it. Mom brought me some beef. Oh my God, it was a waste of money. She spent like $10 on it. It was a waste. What a waste. I don't even know if she spent $10, but she spent some kind of money on it, and it was just useless. It was rubbery and awful. I hated it. ET522, my buddy from Korea. How are you? Good to see you. Daejeon or Daegu, if I remember. Yeah, Korea versus the Japan game. Yeah, I saw that. The boys from the League of Legends or whatever, they got military exemptions because they got a gold medal. Which I don't think is fair. I think they should either give everybody a military exemption or nobody. BTS had to go, and they contribute way more financially to Korean economy than these guys do. So yeah, But I mean, that's a political thing. It has nothing to do with us. Well, it does do with me because I get to vote in Korea, so I can vote on that. Hope you're doing well, and I hope things are going great. I want to tell you something, brother. Let me tell you, you, you and I are both teachers in Korea. I am making right now this month for the next 3 months. I'm probably gonna pull in 7 to 9 million won a month, depending on my other job, whether that contract, how many hours they give me in the month, because it fluctuates depending on how many students sign up. But I signed a new contract, and a huge contract that I did for the next year. So you can do it too, brother. Let me tell you, you just got to slog away and find the right company, the right contract, and the right schedule. And you got to sacrifice. I start work at 7 in the morning and I finish at 10 at night. I'm not working every single hour, but I sacrifice because that's what I have to do to make the money so that I can retire. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the weather isn't getting too crappy. I saw the weather was like 8 degrees in Chuncheon. Ugh. Frost in the weather this weekend, forget about it. And the Seoul Fireworks Festival was tonight. So hopefully things are going well for you, brother. Thank you again for joining. I appreciate it. So I'm going to wrap things up today. And I want to say thank you again to everyone who's watching. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if you like. And if you really want to support, look down below in the banner. It says there, if you like what we're doing, buy me a coconut. Please help support. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. ET522. I'm mixing you up with someone else. I'm sorry. I'm mixing you up with a younger friend that I have in Daejeon, who I talked to before. You're married to a Chinese citizen. That's right. I remember now. Okay. Yeah. Forced by Korean immigration to retire. Yeah. The mandatory retirement age. Now, I'm not 100% sure because I've never worked in the public sector. Always worked in the private sector. Never worked for a public school or university. Can you not get hired on as an adjunct professor or as a consultant? Because I know people who are working 70 years old, right? So can you check that out if you want to continue working? Because I'm going to assume you're tenured. Right? So, I mean, if you can do that, why not? I mean, you don't have to even teach. You can do research, right? So I'm not sure if you speak Korean or what have you, it's something to look into. Maybe if you just want to work one more year. Thanks very much. Mom and Dad are really enjoying participating in the videos. And I'm going to slowly shift the channel to be about living with mom and dad. So right now it's, Sri Lankan Sammy living in Sri Lanka, retired in Sri Lanka. So I think I'm going to change it more to like retired with mom and living with mom and dad, living with senior mom and dad, something like that. But they're great, and the videos you're going to see coming up, like the last couple of videos with the trip to Trincomalee, the indigenous people video, that was great. And then the other videos that you're going to see this week, they're amazing. They're amazing. Mom and dad are the best. Yeah. Ah, I had the microphone off. I wonder how long that was. Oh my goodness. I wonder how long that has been going on. That's going to be funny to watch. I'm so sorry, guys. There's a button right here, and I push that button, and it turns off the microphone. Ah, okay. I guess when I push the microphone back, it it did that. All right. So let's go back to the average age of, and I do. It is heavily the audience. Let's see here. The 70%, 25 to 34-year-olds, and 2% is 55 to 64. And these are the people who publicly allow their information to be used by YouTube. You can privatize this. So 6% are 18 to 24. The biggest group are my 25 to 44-year-olds with 84%. 7% 45 to 55, and then 2% 55 and over, 1% 65. No 13 to 17-year-olds. But the majority of my viewers are Sri Lanka, United States, India, UK, Australia, Philippines. Oh, 100% true. Here's my friend from Korea as well. So ET522 is a professor, is a senior professor in Daejeon. 100% true is a younger E2 teacher in you're also in southern Korea, southern part of Korea. You know, I talk about this in another video about my audience, and I think there's a problem with my YouTube, and I'm going to think about starting a new channel and migrating everyone to a new channel, because I talked about this before. When I was starting out my channel, I used channel managers that I hired, and I think one of them did some kind of tomfoolery and bought subscribers for me, or used some kind of bot farm or something like that, because a lot of my subscribers are not real subscribers. I think about half of my 2,600 subscribers are not real, because I got this huge jump in subscribers and this huge jump in viewers, and then it just dropped off. And then, you know, the analytics were off. So anyway, yeah, ET522, I did well with the deaf lip readers today. Yeah. And yeah, you're in Daejeon. That's right, Daejeon City. That is an amazing city, brother. I mean, that government office with all the elevated walkways, that is an insane office. Let me tell you, I've been to Daejeon a couple of times, and it is crazy. So I'll bring you up to speed with the new contract. I signed a new adult contract with the Korean Tobacco Company, KT&G. And I have 8 students, 3 hours a day. So that's 23 times 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 hours added to my schedule. And I was already working like 25, 30 hours a week. So I'm doing close to 60 hours a week for the next 3 months. And then that contract's going to renew every 2 months for 3 months. A 2-month break and then 3 months. So yeah, I'm so happy and excited about that. It actually reduced my retirement date to October 31st, November 30th of next year. Privacy is not important to me. It's other people have privacy on their YouTube. Um, they don't show their I maybe I'm not understanding your question. Privacy is not important to me at all. My life is basically an open book. I mean, I post everything. You know, there's nothing really I hide other than my relationships and stuff like that. I mean, that's nobody really cares. Nobody really cares about my relationships. You know. um, yeah, I have out of the 8 students, 6 are male, 2 are female, and they're really great. But they're not paying for it. The company is paying for it because KT&G is doing this huge expansion globally. So they want all of their members, especially in the global side, the marketing side, to be able to improve their English. So, and I'm a funny teacher and I'm a happy teacher, and the students all love me. So they're having a great time. They're having a great time. You listen, honestly, you don't want to know about my relationships. You don't, because they are not existent. I've been single for 17 years, and the relationships I do have are not worth talking about. They're not worth talking about. So, yeah, they're all right. So I'll just touch base on it really, really quickly, okay? Joey D. Hi, James. I don't know who you're talking to, Joey D, but thanks for joining, brother. I really appreciate it. So because you guys are all on here, I'm going to keep talking. Okay, I was about to wrap it up because we're at the 1 hour mark, but we're going to keep going. And I'm out of my drink. I'm finished my drink. No more drinky poo. Yeah, I'm 55 years old, but I used to run one of the biggest nightclubs in Korea. So the women I met were in their early 20s to mid 20s. I don't think I've dated anyone under the age of 35 in my life. My last girlfriend was a Kazakhstan girl, and she was 32, and she was, wow, super beautiful, super tall. My last girlfriend in Korea was 28. Yeah, I mean, working in a club, you get to meet lots of pretty girls. I mean, I was just showing these earlier. My Facebook memories, they pop up, right? So Facebook memories pop up on every day. What did you do 1 year ago today, 2 years ago today, 5 years ago today, etc. So I've been on Facebook for 15 years. So, this was my apartment in Seoul. I had a 3-bedroom apartment on the top of Namsan, looking down on the river. And then, these were my VIP guests. This was my job. So yeah, how did I how did I date her? All right, you really want to know this? You really, really want to know this story because this is a bore. It's not that great of a story. I mean, come on, you're killing me here. Um, so you said that, weren't you ever tempted to smash? You got to be careful about what you talk about on YouTube. Okay. Um, I don't look like a celebrity. Celebrities look like me. Okay. All right. So get that straight. All right. Um, so what I would do at my club. All right. So at my club, I would be at the front door. So outside my club, let me see if I can find a picture. Let's see here. Sorry, please be patient. All right, I think I found a picture here. Yeah, my mom watches the channel. Okay, guys, so you got to be a little bit careful. Okay, I got to be careful what I say. I do want to talk about sometimes about my life, but I got to be careful with what I say. So this is the front of the club. I mean, you guys know my friends. These are friends. This is Princess Jasmine. You guys know her. She was the one who came with me to Thailand. She's a good friend of mine. So this is the front of the club, and I would stand right here. And this is the VIP lineup right here. And then the regular lineup goes behind here. Oh, I'm not showing it to you, sorry. Sorry. So this is where I would stand right here. Okay? I would stand right here in front of this podium. Right next to the podium, that's the VIP lineup right there. Okay? And then behind the VIP lineup, near the circle, near this circle thing, behind that, that's the regular lineup. It turns behind the circle and goes up this alley. Yeah, trust me, she knows that she's a 10 out of 10. And why do you think she's my friend? Okay. She's a former flight attendant. This is a bad picture. I don't know why this picture looks elongated, but I have better pictures of her. But, I'm set up with the radio. I'm standing out there. This is the club, right? So I would stand out at the front, and I would see people coming by all the time. And they would say, my guests would come up to the club, say hello. And let's see. Yeah, Jasmine's been a friend of mine for 10 years. I mean, even back when I was a kid. I'm probably about 26 years old in this picture with blonde hair. So this picture's over 25 years ago, 30 years ago. I don't know if you guys really care about seeing some of these. That's me when I was like 22. I grew up in Europe. That's Italy. Leaning Tower of Pisa. This is me. I'm like 14, 15 years old. And I rode motorcycles. I had a motorcycle club. This is me in the club. So I have my motorcycle club tattooed on my arm. Oh, this is the club. This is the VIP entrance, and the regular entrance is on the black carpet, and the red carpet is the VIP entrance. This is my ex-girlfriend. She's 28. So I was standing at the front door of the club. And this is me with the VIP room in the background. This is me riding my motorcycle. That's me on my motorcycle. That's my ex. She's fully tattooed. So this is the VIP room in the club. It's the room between the two. The club had two dance floors. So Jasmine's back in Korea. She was in France for 2 months, a couple months with her boyfriend, and I'm gonna try to get her to come to Thailand with me. She's maybe gonna start working. She doesn't know. I mean, she lives in Gangnam. She's rich. She's well off. Family money. She doesn't have to work, but she wants to. So I said, I really want you to come to Thailand again and spend like a couple weeks. But she doesn't like the sun. And last time she went, she got sunburned, and it really caused her a lot of pain afterwards. So I told her, we'll take it easy. We won't do all the crazy shit we did before, but I told her she's got to come. You got to go back in some of my videos, going back like 3-4 years ago on YouTube, my club videos. You got to see some of them. 100% yes, and I am living a great life. Even today, I'm living a great life. And in the future, what I'm doing right now is setting myself up for even greater life in the future. I use this word way too much. I was really lucky. I had such good fortune to meet the right people and be in the right place, right? Thanks, brother. Take care of yourself. Be well, be safe. All right. And thank you again. Keep watching and keep liking, sharing. Please comment, okay? Even though I'm 55 years old, I'm still like 30 years old. I was married back in Canada, but I was never mature. I don't have kids. I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have all of those things that other adults my age have. So I never felt that need. Right? So, I mean, come on. I mean, here's another picture. This is hilarious, okay? This was the weekend after my divorce. This was the weekend after my divorce. I'm back in the club, and I'm with 20-year-olds. I mean, this one was my girlfriend for a while, Marcia. Was it a good life? Yeah, it was. It was a great life. You know, I was a club kid. I was a party kid. I lived a pretty. This is right after my divorce, before I came to Korea. That's Miss Canada, She's Miss Universe, actually. She was Miss Universe. So, I enjoyed life. I took advantage of the fun times. Um, yeah, I don't know. I stopped talking to her about 13 years ago, 14 years ago. I have no idea. Don't know what's going on. It's not acrimonious. It's it's more that my old life, which is a part of me that I don't care about anymore. I don't even think about it anymore. My old life. People ask me how old I am. I'm 14 years old because my life truly began the day I landed in Korea. Everything before that was bull crap. You know, that was in Canada. I got divorced in Canada in 2007, and then I left in early 2008, and I landed in Korea in 2009. So ever since I left Canada, I haven't cared one thing about what goes on in Canada, what my old life was like. Um, I mean, you got to take the time to look at some of my older videos. I think I saved like the best one. Yeah, here it is. Um, Great question. And I'll tell you, I thought of that before I know the answer. I would have never gotten married. Number one, never gotten married. Absolutely biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Huge, huge. So let me tell you this, set you up, okay? So I don't remember if you're from Toronto or not, but I grew up in Toronto, and I'm going to use Korean cities as an example so that you have an understanding of distances, because this is the way the story works. So I grew up in Toronto. Well, I grew up north of Toronto, but I'm talking my adult life. I was in Toronto. I'd met my ex-wife at a club. I was a manager. She was a. I used to work in the entertainment industry on the weekends. Oh yeah, that's right, South Africa. Um, I used to work at the club on the weekends. Okay, so I used to work at a club on the weekends, and I used to work at Bell Canada, the phone company, during the daytime because I enjoyed it. I had so much fun doing that job. So I lived in downtown Toronto. So let's say Gangnam. My ex-wife lived in Guri, about an hour away to the east, but she went to school in Gangnam at the university. So she would come and stay at my place during the week. And then I had a roommate, and it was like really uncomfortable because she wasn't paying, but she was staying 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. And then he would leave to go to Montreal. He lived in Montreal. So he would work in the city and then go home on the weekends. He was older than me, married with 2 kids, what have you. And she would spend the weekends with me at the apartment. But, she would stay 1 or 2 nights a week during the week. So eventually we got our own place in the same apartment building. Now, I was working at the phone company at that time. And then what happened was I got promoted. Huge promotion, like 2 levels, unprecedented. But I had to move from Gangnam to Gimpo. Okay. because my territory was Incheon, but the office was in Gimpo. No. The office was in Incheon. The territory was in Songdo. So we split the difference, and I said, okay, let's move to Gimpo. Right? So for Canadians, I lived in downtown Toronto, Harbourfront, and my territory was Hamilton. Sorry, my office was in Hamilton. My territory was Bronte and Milton. No, my territory was Hamilton, so I moved to Milton so that she could still get to visit her family. My family, I didn't care too much about my family at that time. I still saw them once in a while. It wasn't that big of a deal. But she was close to hers because she was also 11 years younger than me. At the time she moved in with me, she was probably 22, 23, just finished university, starting a new job, making, and I'm 29, 30. Sorry, I'm 32, making 6 figures at that time. That was 25 years ago, right? 24 years ago. I was 31, 32 years old, making 6 figures. I was a salesman. I was making a killing because I was a great salesman. So that one year that we moved to Hamilton, to Incheon, to Gimpo, I was salesman of the year. Got a trip to Bahamas, got money, everything like that. So we decided to buy a house. Bought the house, everything like that. And then I got promoted back to the city. So we moved back to Toronto, bought a condo, lived in Toronto. What do you mean by high value man? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. High value is in my own personal opinion or in my monetary value for like my job. Maybe you could just give me type up a quick update on that so I can answer it correctly. So I moved back to the city. About a year after we moved back to the city, the stress of the job, I got promoted to an executive position, and the stress of the job, I hated it. And it caused stress in work and at home. I wasn't happy. I hated everything. And she just said she wanted, she wasn't happy in the marriage anymore. And I agreed with her. I said, I'm not happy either. So we went our separate ways. We were amicable. Everything was great. It was very fine. I bought her an apartment because she couldn't afford my apartment. I didn't want to live in the apartment. So we sold the cars, we sold the house, and I bought her an apartment, and I rented a luxury condo. That's an interesting question. I didn't flaunt my money. I had money. I had a nice apartment. I lived in a prestigious address. I didn't have to flaunt. I was popular because I worked in the entertainment industry. I knew the right people. So whenever I went out, I was given VIP treatment, which was something that I was used to. So when I came to Korea, it just continued. So, when I'm at I don't want to say I'm egotistical or elitist or what have you, but I like flying business class. I want to be properly taken care of, but I'm not a snob. When I'm flying business class, if you guys watch the videos of me flying, hey, how are you? Nice. Listen, thank you so much. And I'm chatting with the flight crew and everything like that. And I've been asked so many times, are you crew? Are you former crew? They're asking me because the way I treat them and the way I talk to them and the way I interact with them, it's like I understand their business. And the reality is I'm just a regular guy. You know, um, I came up from nothing, and I earned my money. I worked for it. I wasn't given it. My parents are well off, so I grew up upper middle class, um, and I like to fly business class. I like to stay in five-star hotels. I like to be treated well, but I'm not a snob. I don't like, "Ugh, take it back. Excuse me?" I'm not like that. I'm like, hey, hi, thank you so much. I don't feel comfortable with the servants that we have in our house. I don't feel comfortable. I, you know, Ratna City, you guys haven't really seen him. I'm going to show more videos with him too. Um, he always tells me, leave the dishes, I'll wash them. I said, no, 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 you're not washing my dishes. No, I'll wash them. He gets angry, kind of like, mom said, just let him do it. He wants to do it. You're the master of the house, right? Because you're the eldest son, blah, blah, blah. Desmond, as well. I always say at the end of the trip, thank you, Desmond, for driving us carefully. Says, you're welcome, sir. Mom says, you have to be careful. You can't contradict him when he makes a suggestion about doing something. You can't contradict him because he will not contradict you. If you tell him to go a certain way, he will listen to what you say, even though he knows better, because you're the eldest son. Even though you don't pay him, mom and dad pay him, but that's the way it is. But I don't act like that, right? Sometimes I make a mistake because I was talking about something else, about directions or something like that. Mom said, you got to be careful about that. But in general, like when I'm in Korea, when I'm in traveling around the world, I'm always kind to people, even though I have money. I've always been like that. And I'm very generous. Like my friends know that about me. Last time Princess Jasmine came, I paid for everything. She didn't pay for anything. And she's just a friend. We're not romantic, and never have been, never will be. Yeah, that's why I'm single. That's why it says on here, in Korean, 다시는, which means never again. I'm never again getting involved in a relationship. Not even in dating, not even dating. I'm not interested. It's too much work. So when my parents pass away, I mean, that's going to happen sooner rather than later, especially with my dad. He's getting much, much older. He's 87 years old. He's hopefully, cross my fingers, he's got another 10 years, right? But my mom's got 20 years, 25 years. She's going to live over 100. That's her genetics are like that. But once my father passes away, mom is we're going to sell this house. She's going to move into a serviced condo, on a country club or something like that. Not a senior's home, but a country club or some kind of serviced facility where there's maids and cooks and swimming pools and jacuzzis and spas and stuff like that. In Sri Lanka. She's going to stay in Sri Lanka, and she's going to be in Colombo. We're going to sell this house. I'm going to move probably to a condo. I mean, heck, I'd live with my mom in a condo. I wouldn't mind that. Take care of her. Or maybe a 2-bedroom. Well, see, this house is my parents' house. It's not my house. I mean, technically it's my house legally. They transferred it to me. But it's not someplace I want to live if they're not here. They're not here, I won't stay here. Absolutely not. I would prefer to live in the city. Then I won't need the staff. I would pay off Ratna City. He would get a huge payout to like a pension. He would get a pension. I would give him a pension. Desmond as well would get probably a pension, something like that, to take care of him. Well, then then the taboo would be 3 times because we sold 3 family homes. Okay, 1 in Canada or 2 in Canada, and 1 in Italy. So but the family home in Canada, the one in Canada, was sold to a good family friend, and they maintained it. But for me, a family home is not about the home; it's about the memories. Tangible things are not important. The memories are. And that's why I started the YouTube channel. I started the YouTube channel to remember the things that I have done over life. This is why I love Facebook memories. And I've been a Facebook member for 17 years. I was one of the first million Facebook subscribers. I remember joining Facebook. You didn't have a username, you had a number. And I was under 1 million. I think I was 800,000, something like that. So this Facebook memories is amazing. I love it. Remembering memories is important to me, and creating new memories. And that's why I'm here in Sri Lanka with my family, is because I want to spend the last years of my parents' lives with them, creating memories so that I will remember them when they're gone. But reality is my mom is going to outlive me probably. So before we wrap up, you're coming up on 90 minutes. That's a long time for me. Holy cow. Thanks for staying on. I appreciate it. Let's take a quick look at a video. That I did in my club. This was done 4 years ago.
He's 2 a.m. in the club with my brother Hanjin, partying it up. We've been partying. How long have we been partying together? 10 years. And my brother.
So this is the guy who is my rich Korean friend. He's the one that got me the membership.
Brad, we've been partying together for 9 years in Itaewon.
So this video is 4 years old, so it would be 13, 14 years now that we've been friends.
Living life, brother. Hanjin, living room, Itaewon. Saturday night, my brother and super VIP guest, Hardik, living life.
So he is one of my VVIP guests. He's a jeweler, and he's from Dubai.
Where are you tonight?
I'm here.
Where?
Great hospitality.
No.
From my friend Ituan Sami, the one and only showstopper.
You
talk about showstopper, he's the one. Right here. Yeah, guys. Like, I would go to, it's like going to France and not seeing Eiffel Tower. And if you come to Seoul and it's not meeting Ituan Sami, you're a loser.
You heard it here first, I did not solicit that at all. But these are my VIP guests, and this is why I love my job so much. It's because of people like that. I love my job. I love Ituan Sami, and Espa out. Back in the VIP room, 3 a.m.
I think it was just the camera, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're all hammered, and the lighting and all that. But he's a real cool guy. I mean, I think he's probably about 4 or 5 years older than me, and a retired a doctor.
But here is my super.
She barely speaks English.
She's leaving us on Monday. Everybody say bye.
Anna. She's the Ukrainian
We're all
model
gonna be
friend of
sad to
mine.
see you go. But you'll be back. And who are you gonna party with? And where are you gonna party? What club? And who are you gonna party with? Itaewon Sami! The only one that's gonna party with him. The one and only.
Oh, so this is Yui. This is who's coming with me to Thailand. She's We're both drunk at this time.
You in the house tonight. Special guest. VIP. Only Yui. Living life. Where are you tonight? What club?
B1!
And who are you partying with?
Sammy!
EK1 Sammy!
Sammy!
Life. Wow! 4 a.m. in the VIP room, partying up with my super VIP guest. I gotta tell you, EK1 Sammy living life. How could it get any better? Look at this. How could it get any better? 어디야? 여기. 어디야?
B1!
누구? 이태원 세미.
이태원 쌤이
재밌어?
완전 재밌어!
You heard it here
They're in Korean. She's just basically saying how much she loved it.
first. In Korea, everybody loves Itaewon Semi. VIP lounge, Itaewon Semi. Out. 5 a.m. What the fuck is going on?
You know what it is.
I'm with my brother Jay.
Itaewon
and Jay.
Sammy, Korean Jay. Yo, Jay in the house. J-A-E-J-A-Y. This is what we do.
I don't
feel
even
me?
have.
Jay is an American Korean friend of mine, and the other Jay is a Korean friend of mine. This past June, when I went to Korea, he stayed an extra 2 weeks so that he could hang out with me in Korea.
Talk.
Yo,
I don't even have to talk.
listen,
Great friend.
D1, we kill it.
5
With
o'clock in
who?
the morning.
Itaewon Sammy.
You
know
heard
what
it here
is.
first.
You know what it is. You heard it here.
We're
Yo,
gonna go inside. We're gonna
let's get it.
party.
You know what
5 a.m. 5 fucking a.m. Everybody's loving Itaewon Sammy here on a Saturday night. You gotta be here. Itaewon Sammy out.
Yo, real talk, get on that VIP list. If you're on that VIP list, you gotta wait on that stupid line. Yo, but you go to the VIP list, you get on the good list, you feel me? You don't gotta wait for nobody, you feel me? You gotta hit up EK1 Sammy. Yo, Instagram, Facebook, you know what it is.
Kakao. And now you
I don't know what the fuck that is.
YouTube.
Okay, YouTube. Yo, get on that.
You gotta
feel me?
love it.
Get it.
Say
it right now.
Itaewon Sammy out.
Itaewon Sammy, we out. We out.
Those were the days. I'm telling you, those were the days. I really appreciate it, guys, for hanging out with me tonight. Please learn to live life. Don't let life live you, and be good to each other. I am Sri Lankan Sammy. I thank everyone for loving, supporting, and sharing. I will see you guys all on the other side.